SpongeBob is great art. Do not get me wrong.
Well, people can see great art that Ghoulardi was all about. Ghoulardi Fest is going on November.
That was a segue, folks. That was really good. I like that.
The first, second, and third at the La Villa Conference Center. It's on Brook Park Road. They can go to GhoulardiFest.com to find out all about the people that'll be there at the different times. You not only are going to be doing the interviewing, moderating for the Tim Conway event, which is taking place at 2 o'clock on Saturday, but they've got you coming back, I guess, to interview you as well.
I hope Tim Conway interviews me. You know, they have among other guests, is they have these two sisters, these girls who play the harp. They both play different harps, I think. I think they're like the Harp Twins or the Harp Sisters or something like that. I don't know if it's on your schedule.
They're the lead act into your interview with Tim Conway.
Really?
Right. Prior to that, there will be the pizza eating contest, of course, which is always a good event at Ghoulardi Fest. They've got the Rebeats.
The Rebeats. I'm going to play a song with them. Isn't that great? I went to the home of one of them last night, and they were jamming and rehearsing. I got to play along, and they're going to let me play a song with them.
So you're going to have a great weekend.
Oh, I'm so busy this weekend. They're so jealous in Hollywood.
It's Ghoulardi Fest. What do you tell them when you're getting on the plane and you're leaving California? Where you're going, what you're doing?
You know,
do you have to explain this?
Yeah, but I've been on the show for 5 years, and I've been coming back to this for the last 5 years, so they all know about it. And they ask me how much I make on selling CDs of old Cleveland radio. And the last year, maybe I made upwards of $300. That's right, you heard me. Do not tell the ex-wife, because half of that will have to go to her. And but I think they're a little amused by it, and they kind of roll their eyes and go, "Well, that's just Dan." I come back to Cleveland whenever I can, and during my long vacations, I could go anywhere in the world I want, and I always end up here.
They're not gonna. Do they ask you to bring back like Ghoulardi T-shirts or anything?
No,
like
you know what? I should though.
memorabilia?
I should just do that. I should just bring back Ghoulardi shirts for all of them.
Sure. And then you work one of those into the Modern Family show.
Oh.
Or maybe there's some sort of legal rule about shirts with name brands or any kind of.
Maybe we could
things
figure
on
something.
that.
Ed O'Neill, he plays Jay on the show. I couldn't remember the name of the character. We play him as being from Youngstown, which actually Ed O'Neill is. So maybe there's a Cleveland connection there.
Again, if people want to find out more about what's going on, GhoulardiFest.com is the place, or they can look up Dan O'Shannon as well. You've got that book out.
What are you laughing at?
What are you laughing at? When you start putting sort of diagrams and sort of flow charts into comedy, I'm not sure how well that really works out.
I think it works out pretty well. It's a deconstruction of comedy. It's a sort of a new model for how comedy works. There are a lot of theories floating around, but they're all kind of inadequate when it comes to explaining sort of the broader landscape of how comedy works. So over the last 8 years, I put together a book that I believe charts that out somewhat effectively. It is a little diagram heavy. I can take a few out.
Does it help future people who are looking to write comedy? Are you looking to kind of breed sort of comedy writers too?
No, it's really, and I explained this in the introduction, it's not really a book on how to write or anything like that. It really is about what is the mechanism of comedy. Why does some information, whether or not they're formally constructed jokes or things we see, things we think of, make us laugh, make us feel the way we do? What is it that triggers that? What's the commonality in all that information? Is there a commonality, or is it the way we process, or what's triggered by the content or the context? And it just sort of starts with some simple questions and gets a little deeper and deeper and deeper until hopefully we got something.
Now, does it take away like a magician telling the secrets of a trick, the enjoyment of it, or does it just sort of add to our experience or understanding?
Well, my feeling is, because a lot of people ask me that when I finish the book, and I mentioned this in the summary, does it make it any less fun or funny, comedy? And while certainly some comedic formulas get old, if you hear the same kind of joke over and over and over, it does get less funny. I write about that in comedy.